Former FTX boss Sam Bankman-Fried appeared in a Bahamas court today, where he is expected to drop his fight against extradition to the U.S.
Reuters is reporting Bankman-Fried first wants to see the indictment against him before making any agreements. He entered the courthouse earlier today, closely surrounded by security and local police, as we can see in these images. Bankman-Fried's extradition would pave the way for him to appear in the U.S. after he was indicted in New York federal court last week. Prosecutors charged Bankman-Fried with several counts of securities fraud and money laundering. Laila Maidan joins us now. She's a correspondent for Insider. Laila, what do you make of the downfall? Let's start from the beginning of Bankman-Fried and his argument that he didn't knowingly commit any wrongdoing, but that basically he didn't know what he was doing.
Well, in the eyes of the law, intent and knowing doesn't make much of a difference. After some further investigations by the current CEO, John Ray, as well as the CFTC looking into how money was moving, it's becoming increasingly evident that it was a lot of neglect in customer funds. It's confirmed that there was commingling of customer funds, customers not knowing that the money that they had deposited on the exchange was being used in high-risk investments by Alameda, which is the investment arm of FTX. And Sam knew about this because he had granted them credit and access to customer funds, pretty much unlimited access.
I'm wondering, has the collapse of FTX dealt a fatal blow to people looking to crypto as an investment opportunity?
Yes, absolutely. Especially if it's a crypto investor that's not really tech savvy and understands how to store crypto in a cold storage, which was always highly recommended. Anyone investing in crypto shouldn't actually keep their crypto on any centralized exchange. Exchanges should just be used to transact and trade crypto. But this is very difficult to do if you don't have a cold storage wallet and understand how to use it. So until this sector becomes more heavily regulated by regulation, it's going to become very hard for people to trust centralized exchanges right now. I mean, even Binance, the biggest exchange, is coming under heat last week about whether they have the ability to back customer funds one-to-one.
You know, this is really concerning for people who have so much trust in crypto. Look, all the people I know who were very much invested and understand crypto are saying, no, this is the kind of thing that forces the system to shift gears to, just troubleshoot and make sure this doesn't happen. But then the people who are not as well versed are very much afraid and are just walking back. Lawmakers are now setting aside their political donations from SBF. Some celebrities have been facing pushback for their promotions or their talking about FTX. What was it? Let's talk about Sam Bankman-Fried and just his persona, what he represented that led so many people in politics, in sports, and Hollywood to trust him.
Well, he made himself as the perfect poster child, testifying with helping policymakers, pushing for regulation in the space, wanting regulation, funding all the right political campaigns, events, just putting himself in the most important rooms. When earlier this year, a lot of other crypto firms collapsed, FTX and Sam swooped in to try to save them from collapsing. So he really made himself out to be this hero of the crypto sector, and then announcing that, the bottom is in, we've saved the sectors that need to be saved so that we can stop the contagion. But what people didn't realize, a lot of people didn't realize at the time, was he was actually using customer funds to save these firms, some of them insolvent, some of them really high risk. But he did a great job at putting himself in the right rooms and throwing these big events and putting money into big celebrity names. And
right, he had the money.
We've seen these con artists before. It tends to be, powerful people really wanting what seemed like too good to be true, and guess what? It wasn't. I look forward to the Netflix series on SBF one day.
The multiple series that'll be on every streaming.
Of course. Laila Maidan, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.